Surviving bottom shelf brag, case number 11. Say it ain't so, Shia LaBeouf. There is no mountain higher than Swirl Mountain. No climb is met with greater difficulty, and we know that most that will attempt to climb will fail. But there is no mountain peak too high, no valley too low, no ocean too deep, no desert too hot to stop the white male worshiper from seeking the holy grail of Swirl Mountain. Pulling from the headlines of the mainstream media news, Variety magazine says that Shia LaBeouf was sued by ex-girlfriend Talia Barnett, known professionally as FKA Twigs, for sexual battery, assault, and infliction of emotional distress. Many of you may know Shia LaBeouf from such movies as The Christmas Path, Maniac, Lawless, or the Disney series Even Stevens. But he's most known for the blockbuster movie franchise Transformers, where he played the lead character of Sam Witwicky. FKA Twigs was his singer, songwriter, actress girlfriend. Variety reports that FKA Twigs, who filed the lawsuit in LA Superior Court, and LaBeouf had dated for about 1 year between 2018 and 2019 after working together on the film Honey Boy. Shia LaBeouf hurts women, states the lawsuit obtained by Variety. He uses them, he abuses them, both physically and mentally. He is dangerous. The lawsuit lays out a slew of horrific allegations, painting a lurid picture of LaBeouf, an artistically outlandish artist as it is, whose work has been praised despite a long history of legal issues often overshadowing his career. FKA Twigs, or Talia Barnett, is also demanding a trial by jury. They say that Twigs was once woken by LaBeouf towering over her. According to the lawsuit, the alleged incident of him towering over her occurred during a trip to celebrate Valentine's Day in 2019. The irony, right? As LaBeouf was strangling her, the lawsuit claims he was whispering in her ear, "If you don't stop, you are going to lose me." After the alleged incident, LaBeouf became more manic while driving back to his home. The suit goes on to say, FKA Twigs tried to get out of the car, as LaBeouf threatened to crash the car unless she professed her eternal love for him. He then violently attacked Barnett, throwing her against the car, screaming in her face, and attempting to strangle her before forcing her to get back into the car. The case before the Superior Court of the State of California, County of Los Angeles, is case number 208 TCV 47437, and the complaint is for sexual battery, assault, intentional infliction of emotional distress, gross negligence, and there is a demand for a jury trial. In the case of Barnett versus LaBeouf, one of the most serious charges listed in the complaint would be sexual battery, which is any person who touches an intimate part of another person while that person is unlawfully restrained by the accused or an accomplice. And if the touching is against the will of the person touched and is of the purpose of sexual arousal, gratification, or sexual abuse. According to California law, if anyone is found doing the above, that person is guilty of misdemeanor sexual battery, which is punishable by fine up to $2,000, and there is a max sentence of up to 6 months in the county jail if that person is found guilty of sexual battery. But he has to face battery, assault, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and gross negligence as well. The complaint claimed that for too long, LaBeouf had sought to excuse his reprehensible actions due to being an eccentric, free-thinking artist. Even though his history of violent behavior was well documented, the claim is that in the mainstream media, they've treated LaBeouf as a harmless figure of fun, which has helped enable him to perpetuate his cycle of abuse against women over the different years past. The plaintiff goes on to state that there is nothing funny about the exploitation of and battering of women. This action has been brought not for personal gain, but to set the record straight and to help ensure that no more women must undergo the abuse that Shia LaBeouf has inflicted on his prior romantic partners. The days in which LaBeouf can mistreat and harm women with impunity are over. After learning about the Shia LaBeouf sexual battery and abuse claims reported in the mainstream media, do you believe he will win or lose this case in the era of Me Too? We know that if this was an African American or Native Black American man, the usual suspect lineup of Swirl Mountain concubines, Me Too misandrists, and male feminist cucks would have canceled him a long time ago. But we will see very soon.